So Make.com has finally rolled out this new feature known as the AI agents, which we have all been waiting for. Now, what are AI agents? How do they make your lives easier? And how do we create them? This is something that we will cover in this video, but for now, I'm too excited to show you an AI agent that I have built out using this exact functionality. So this is the AI agent. It has been hosted on Telegram, and let me go ahead and start it. So as you can see, it responded within milliseconds. The first time I had created and used these AI agents by Make.com, I was amazed by the response time. It was way less than I was expecting. So anyways, this AI agent is more like a personal assistant. It can help me look into my Google calendars. It can help me schedule an event. It can help me create a Google document. It can help me do research and so on and so forth. So this is a blank calendar that we have in front of us. And now I'm going to command the AI agent to create an event for tomorrow 6 p.m. to remind me about picking up Georgia, my friend, from the airport. And let's see. And it says done. It was quite quick. Let's see if it did. So today is 17th, tomorrow is 18th, and the time is 6 p.m. Now, it is not only limited to creating an event. Instead, it can also tell you your schedule for tomorrow. So let's just get rid of this and let me create a few events here. So meeting with John. Okay. And then one more, I can say podcast recording with Jenny. Okay, and let's see if it can tell me. So I'm just going to ask it what's on my schedule for tomorrow. And there you go. Meeting with John, 1 to 2, and then podcast recording, 3 to 4. Now you might be wondering, that's pretty easy. Let's do something better. So how about this? Conduct a research on my new client, and then let me just put any public figure. So let's just put Sam Altman because we all know him, and tell me all that you know about his business background. Okay, and let's see. And there you go. Now, this research was conducted by Perplexity on the person that I had mentioned, that is Sam Altman. Now, not only this, I can also get it to create this into a document. Okay. Good job. Please create a document for me that includes all of this. Okay, so it has created the document. Now, one of the document link is to download it, and the second one is to edit it. Let's see how it turned out. Okay, beautiful. So there you go, you have your document. So I hope you get the gist of what AI agents are and what they can do. Another question that people might have is that what difference does it bring to my workflows? So let me tell you that with these AI agents, your workflows have become intelligent. Now they can take their own decisions. They know that they have 5 different tools they can call at any given point of time, and as the user requests or as the need arises, it is going to go ahead and use its tool without needing to, hard code everything in the workflow. Okay, so I think now it's time for us to learn how we can actually create and use these AI agents inside of our workflows. So hello everybody, my name is Yashika Jain. I'm the founder of Automates AI. Automates AI is my AI automation agency where me and my team create AI systems for businesses. If anyone is interested, the link to my website is in the description below. Okay, so let's get started. If you don't have a Make.com account yet, then the link to Make.com is in my description below. Go ahead, click the link and create an account with them. It's my affiliate link, so if you use it, it's a way for you to support the channel. If you do, then great. Now, one more thing is that this particular feature is in beta mode right now. So it means that you might or might not have access to it. If you do, great. If not, maybe you'll have to wait for a couple of days or maybe weeks. So let's go ahead and start building. So to create a new scenario or an automation, you must click on this purple button and then you will land somewhere here. Now, obviously, since this is a chat agent, you need a platform where you can actually do the chat. And when we think about these, Telegram is the best option. It's hassle-free, and it works great with Make as well. So if you don't have a Telegram account, go ahead and create one. After that, come back here, search for Telegram, select Telegram bot, and then scroll down to select this option that says Watch Updates. After that, it's going to prompt you to create a webhook. Do so. Okay, after that, it's going to ask you to connect your Telegram bot. So let me tell you how you can create a Telegram bot. So go to your search bar and search for bot father. Then look for this guy and then this blue tick as well. Once you find it, click on start. Now here, select the first option. Then give your bot a name. So it could be anything. So you can give any name. After that, you have to select a username. Make sure the username ends with bot. Okay. And this one is taken. Let's do another one. Then it's going to give you this token. Copy it. Come back here. Click on add or whatever it's showing you and then put in the token. Then you will see this connection and then click on save. So since I already had one, I'm not going to change it and then I will click on save. And don't forget to save the automation as well. After that, in a new tab, open make.com again. Since we'll have to switch tabs, it's better to just have two instead of going back here. And then here, select AI agents. After that, click on the plus icon to create a new agent. Now at this point, you have an option to select your most favorite LLM. So if you click on add and then connection type, it's going to show you all the LLMs that it supports. For example, OpenAI. So if you want to use any of the GPT models, then it's OpenAI. If you want to use Claude, then Anthropic, and so on and so forth. So in our case, we're going to use OpenAI. After that, it's going to ask you to connect your API key. So go over to that particular LLM's website. For example, in this case, it's openai.com. Then create an account with them, generate an API key, add some balance to your wallet, and then paste your API key right here. Since I already have a connection, I'm just going to select this. Now, after that, you can give your AI agent a name. So I'm just going to say AI agent, YouTube tutorial. Okay. And then you can select the model. So right now they have limited models for the AI agent module. You can't use the new ones. You can use the very old ones. So in this case, we're just going to go with GPT-4o. And then here you have to add the main prompt, that is the system prompt. It is going to define who your agent is, what it's supposed to do, what it's not supposed to do, which tools it has access to, how it should access those tools. For now, you can just type anything and then click on save to create the agent. So as you can see, the agent has been created. Now you can go ahead and type your system prompt. Now, since I already had the prompt, I'm just going to paste it and I will explain it to you. Also, this prompt would be available. Just look for it in the description below. You will find all the resources that I'm using throughout the video. So I've mentioned URKD, a smart, reliable AI assistant designed to help with day-to-day business operations. So very short description regarding what it's supposed to do. Now, if you were to have a customer support agent, you would mention that. If you had a lead qualification agent, you would mention that. Okay. After that, I'm telling it its capabilities in a very short manner. So I've told it you can generate Google Docs, create calendar events, read calendar for upcoming events, conduct client or company research. So now that it knows what it can do, then I've gone ahead and given detailed instructions regarding each and every tool. So for the Google Docs tool, I wanted it to not only generate the normal text for the document, I also wanted it to generate the HTML code and incorporate the text within it. The reason why is that having just text wouldn't make my document look very formatted and professional, and I wanted to have those headlines, have italics font and all of that stuff. So for that, one has to go with HTML. So here I've instructed it saying that if the user asks to draft, prepare, or summarize anything into a document, generate clean and professional HTML code for the document, and then call the create doc tool. Now, this is the tool that we are going to create later in the video, but I've mentioned it here that you have to generate the code first, okay? And then you have to call this particular tool to generate the document, basically. I've told it that you have to pass on the file name and the code, and then it is going to respond with a shareable link and an edit document link, and then you have to present it to the user, right? Then we have the calendar event creation. So if the user asks to schedule or block time, then extract the date, time, title, or any information that you find in their message, and then create a Google Calendar event using the create calendar event tool. If any details are missing, ask, don't guess. And then once everything is confirmed, then tell the user that your event has been created successfully. Now, one issue that I was facing here was regarding the format of the date. So it was always including this Z at the end, which meant that the time was in UTC and not my own country's time zone, and it was causing issues. I used to say 7 p.m. and it would make it 12:30 a.m. on the calendar, right? So yeah, I had to include this line here and then also in the actual module to actually make it understand that this is the way you have to give the date. So it can be a bit dumb at sometimes, but it's not that bad as well. Next up, we have calendar reading. So if the user asks what's coming up or what is on their schedule, simply call the get calendar event tool to fetch the events for the next 24 hours and return the output. Easy and simple. And the last one, client research. So if the user asks about a company or a person, then search for that particular person's details, for example, background, industry, size, recent news, etc., and then return a compact, helpful summary. Now, this one uses the Perplexity tool, which we're going to build later in the video. After that, a few normal instructions like understand the user's message, perform the tasks directly, if clarification is required, take it, and all of that, right? It was being a bit robotic, so I just added this one line that is be concise, sound casual, and Spartan. And it really made a big difference. Now it's not sounding that robotic. So if you see these messages, it's like normal, right? So yeah, just fetch this prompt from the description. You can make any changes you want to, and let's move forward. And yes, please don't forget to click on the save button. So after that, you're going to come here, you're going to do plus, and then you're going to select make AI agent. You're going to search for make AI agents, and then you will find it right here, and then select the only option that we have. Then here you can select the AI agent. In our case, it's this one. And then let's fill this out. Okay, so now it's asking for a thread ID. What is a thread ID? So this is an ID that you can pass in each and every conversation, and that would allow it to understand that, okay, these two different conversations had the same ID, means that they belong to the same thread. That means the same conversation box. Okay, so this is a way for you to give memory to your AI agent. If you don't pass it on, it would forget what was the last message that you had sent, right? So that's why it becomes very important. And what we're going to do is we're just going to fetch the chat ID from Telegram, and we will just include it here as the thread ID for the memory. So for now, just save it, and let's just first run this module to make sure things are working. So we'll click on run once. We will send a message here. It has picked it up. Let's see, message text test. Yes, it has picked it up. Let's connect it back. Let's go back here. And then for the thread ID, let's just look for the chat ID here. Yeah. So under chat, you'll see ID, just put it so that it knows that this was in one particular chat and it can distinctly talk to different people as well. After that, additional system instructions. So basically, I can think of two use cases. One is when you forget to add something in this particular prompt and then you remember it later on and you just put it here. That's the first use case. Second is when the AI agent is simply not listening, so you have to mention it at different places. So first you've mentioned it here, then you've mentioned it here, then you've mentioned it in messages. I really had to do that for this date thing, so that's why I'm telling you that. So anyways, for now you can leave it empty. And then comes the messages. So messages are simply things you want to pass on. So in our case, we just want to pass on the user input. So let's see, user input is the text. Okay, this one. And then you can click on save. You know what, let's mention that date thing here as well. So example of input date format, just copy it, let's add it as one message here, and then let's also add it here. Otherwise it just simply doesn't understand. I don't know why, but yeah, it is just the way it is. Another thing that I think is important to add is the current date and time. Now, I'm not sure if they do have access to it already, but it's always good to just add it. So you can say current date and time. And then here you can search for now and just put this variable called now. It is going to auto-populate it with the current date and time. And then you can click on save. After that, we also want to respond back in Telegram, right? So we're again going to go Telegram and then send a text message or a reply. For the chat ID, let's find it here. Okay, it's here. And then for the text, it's going to be the response of the previous module, that is this one. Okay, and then the rest of it remains the same. You can just save it. And that's it. The automation is done. And now all we have to do is create the tools and connect them. But before that, let's turn it on and let's see if it's actually working. So let's send a hi. Okay, yeah, it's working. If you want, you can rename the automation. So make AI agents tutorial. Okay. And save. And if you come back to the history, you will be able to see the run we had just now completed. So the text was hi, and then this was the response, and then we got it back in Telegram right here. Okay, now coming to the system tools. Now we all know these are extended capabilities of the AI agent such that it can access the other automations that we have on our make.com account. But it's not as simple as you think it is. Because if I pick up any random automation, let's go with this one, okay? If we go to this particular automation, then it's not like I can directly, connect it to my AI agent module. It's not like that. You have to make a couple of changes. It has to be in a certain format, and then the setting also has to be in a certain way. So for the first time users, it could be a bit difficult to figure it out, but since you're watching this video, you're not going to face that issue. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's go ahead and create our very first tool. So create a new scenario, and this tool is going to be for the Google Docs generation. So one thing to note here is that there are going to be no triggers, only actions. So go to Google Docs and then select create a document. If you don't have a connection yet, do a connection. And after that, we have to fill in these details. Now, you must be wondering that they come from the AI agent, right? And you're right. It does come from there, but for the time being, we'll just have to put some value here to set up the automation first. So just put any value for whichever fields that are marked as required or this particular star. Okay, just put any value and then save this thing. Let me just move my camera here for the time being. Okay, save, and then after that, save the automation. Okay. Now, the very first requirement of these tools is that the automation must be turned on and the method or the run scenario must be on demand. Okay, and save. Now, the first criteria is filled out. The second criteria is that everything that comes from the AI agent and everything that goes back to the AI agent, the inputs and the outputs must be defined by you using this particular button. So you were wondering, right? How are we gonna get the name and the content? So you have to add it right here. So you add it as an input field that is required. So the first one is going to be file name. Okay. If you want, you can pass a description. So we can say that this is the name of the document. Okay, type is text, all of this remains the same. And then another one is going to be the file code. So we're going to say HTML code of the file. So these are the two inputs that we want to get from the AI agent. Okay, so let's save this and let's go back here. So instead of the name, now you can actually put that variable. So go to this last one, whatever this is, and then here you will find the scenario out inputs variables. So here is your file name and here is your file code. So these are the same variables that we had created using this button, and then you can save. So after you have created the document, you would want to pass the output, that is the link to the document, back, right? So you're going to click here, then go to return and then select return output. For now, just click on save and then we will specify the outputs as well. Go to this particular tab. And what are the outputs? One output is the file link, right? And we'll say this is the shareable link. And the second output is the edit link. If the user clicks on that, they can edit the documents. So edit link, and then here it is the web view link. Okay, looks good. We can save it. And if you come back here, you have those variables, right? Now you can specify whatever you want to return back to the AI agent. So file link is going to be the export link. You come under export links, select PDF, okay? And then edit link is just going to be the web view link, and you save it and you save the automation. Now, another thing that you must do is rename your automation to the name that you had specified in the prompt. So in our case, it was create doc. So you have to put that here, okay? And then just save one more time and you're good to go. Now come back to your AI agent, click on add, search for the automation that you had created. Mine is this one, and then click on add description. Now the AI agent is going to access the name of your automation and it's also going to access the description of your automation. So it's very important for you to tell it what this automation is about, what it does, what are the inputs and what are the outputs. So in this case, let's say this scenario is used to generate documents using Google Docs. The inputs include the file name and the HTML code for the file. It returns the web view link and the document export link. So three things. What is this automation about? What are the inputs and what are the outputs? Save it, select it and click on add. And there you go. Your first tool has been added. Then click on save. Okay, now the next tool is the calendar event creation tool. So again, it's pretty straightforward, just like the first one. So we're going to do it quickly. Click on create a new scenario, then select Google Calendars. Yep. Click on create an event. Okay. Select your email. Again, select your email here. Then for the event name, just put test for the time being. We're going to change that. For the date, just put any date for the time being. And these fields are not required. So you can skip those. And let's click on save. Okay. What happened? Everything's good. Click on save again. Yeah. Okay. Now, what was the second step? It was to turn on the automation. Okay, the scenario is not saved yet. We'll click on save. Yeah, now it should be saved. So the second step is turning on the automation and selecting on demand. Okay, this is also done. Now we have to set up the inputs. So the inputs are going to be the event name. So name of the calendar event. And the next one is going to be the start time, the date and time of the event. Now, to be honest, one must select date as the type here, but I was getting errors, so I'm just going to stick to text here and then I will save it. Let's go back here and let's replace them with the actual variables. So, event name and then start time. Now, if anyone is wondering why I put those test things first and then turn on the automation and then put the scenario variables, it's just the way it is. If you don't follow this path, I don't know why it gives you errors. So you can't really first put these and then turn on the automation. It's not how it works for some reason. So yeah, just follow it to avoid any errors. And then after that, we're going to return the output. Okay, for this one, the output is just going to be a confirmation. So you can just say confirmation. You don't have to fill the description. You can just say done. Okay, that's it. It tells the AI agent that, okay, the event was created. After that, just rename it to your tool name, this one, and then save it. Come back here, click on add, select the automation. Yeah, I think it's this one, active. Add a description, 3 things, what it's supposed to do, inputs and outputs. So this scenario, okay, so this scenario creates Google Calendar events. The event name and the event time must be passed on, and a confirmation is returned. Then you click on save, you select it, and then you click on add. And there you go, you have the second tool. And similarly, you can create the other tools as well. Let me just show you. So for getting the calendar events, we basically want to fetch any events that are scheduled in the next 24 hours. So you're going to first select Google Calendar. Then you're going to select search events. Then you will land somewhere here. For the date, it's going to be now. So you can just select now from this thing and just put now. But for the end date, it's going to be add 24 hours to now, so that we have a time frame of 24 hours. So first you can select add hours from here, then put now here and 24 here. Okay, rest of it remains the same, just increase the limit a bit and then save. Then I have a filter here which you don't really have to have, it's just my own thing. Then the array aggregator, it's pretty simple, just put an array aggregator module. It's present in flow control, so you put it like this. Okay, and for the settings, the module is going to be obviously the first one, and you don't have to select anything else apart from which fields you're looking for. So for instance, some people might just select all. It's completely fine. But if you want to keep your output small enough, then you can select the fields you're looking at. So if you don't want to return this thing, you can just not select it. And if you want to return this thing, you can select it. So in my case, I've selected status, I've selected description, I've selected updated, summary, creator, organizer, start, end, and attendees. Yes, and then save. Next is going to be transform to JSON. So you just search for JSON here, and then in JSON, you're going to see transform to JSON. And inside of it, again, very simple, just map the array that you get from the previous module. That's it. And then we have the scenario output. Okay, so let me show you how to do these settings. So first things first, turn on the automation, put it to on demand, then save it once more. Go back to scenario inputs and outputs. Now, to be honest, there is no input for this particular automation because it is by default going to search for the next 24 hours worth of events, so no inputs. For the outputs, it's just one output, that is upcoming meetings. You can give it a description saying meetings in the next 24 hours, and that's it. And then here, you can just map the output of the JSON module, that is this one, JSON string. And that's it. This is your third one that you can again come here and you can connect. So get calendar events. Okay. And description required. Okay, let me put the description. Yes, okay. And we save it. Okay, I didn't do add. 1 second. So get, yeah. You select it and you click on add and then you save it. And then the next one is again very simple. And if anyone's wondering why we have this array aggregator thing and this thing, so actually it's going to return a lot of events to you and you want some way to aggregate them, right? And then pass it as one thing instead of passing it as different ones. So that's the reason why. That's it. Okay. And the last one is the research one. Let me find it. Yes, this one. Again, very, very simple. We just have one Perplexity step here and that's it. So have a Perplexity chat completion module. Select any module you want to. And then I have used this particular prompt that I thought would be good to enhance the quality of the response. I'm going to include this in the description below. But first, let me read it out for you. So act as a powerful lead enrichment and search assistant specialized in delivering detailed high quality insights. Okay, after that I've given it more information as to where it should look for. So it can search LinkedIn, it can search Crunchbase, right? Then I have given it a few more points. I've told it that make sure you work diligently to find each data point, right? Take your time because most likely all of the information is there on the web and you don't have to be lazy, right? That was my system prompt. And then my user prompt is simply the query that comes from the AI agent. Now, by this time, you must understand where this is coming from. And if you don't, you have to rewatch the video. Well, anyways, it's coming from this part. So you define query, the query. Okay, that's it. Give it a description, any description. And then for the output, it's just the output. That's it. Okay. So yeah. After that, you turn it on. Actually, you should have turned it on previously. But yeah, just make sure to follow the sequence. And then name it, come back here, and then simply attach it. Okay, and we go attach and then save. And that creates your AI agent. The entire goal of this video was to teach you the basics of Make AI agent so that you can create your own. So basically teaching you this part, how you do this thing, and then teaching you how you configure the tools. Now, obviously, the actions can be anything. It can be literally any of these apps, anything. The main thing that you have to learn is how you set up this part. That is, again, very simple. Give it a name, give it a description. That's it. And then the output. And that you have to include this in the automation. So yeah, that's those are few points that you have to keep in mind. And if you do, you will be able to create any AI agent that you want. It could be to perform any task, may it be customer support, may it be CRM related, may it be any other work that you do manually, right? So yeah, I hope this video was valuable. I hope you got insights. If you did, don't forget to like the video and please subscribe to the channel. Also, if anyone is looking for AI systems for their business and is interested in working with me, then the link to my website is in the description below. And if anyone's interested in getting on a one-on-one call with me, then the link to my consultation calendar is also in the description below. Look for any of the resources that you need to create this, like the prompt and any other thing in the description below. You will find the resources there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you found value. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.